All right, Aaron, it's nice to see you back. It's been about a week, and we got some procedural questions to ask you. And it's all right with you if I just write it down on my handy dandy notebook right here? All right, we're gonna jump right in. What is your date of birth?
May 21st, 1997.
All right, and what race do you consider yourself?
I would consider myself black, African American.
All right, and do you have a religious preference?
Christian.
Okay, okay. And have you been in a controlled environment in the past 30 days? So like a jail or a medical facility or maybe even a psychiatric one?
Yes.
Okay. And which one?
The Student Counseling Center.
All right. And how many days?
Just one.
Doing great so far.
I appreciate it.
Okay, so in the past 30 days, how many drinks would you say you've had of alcohol in the last 30 days?
I had a few beers, so I'd probably say maybe around 4 or 5 within the past 30 days. Not a huge drinker.
And in the past 30 days, how many times would you say that you drank alcohol to the point of intoxication?
4 or 5 times. Not a huge drinker, but when I do,
What's your drug, man? Everyone's got their vice. What about heroin? Have you used heroin in the past 30 days?
No, I haven't.
Methadone?
No,
Have you used any other opiates?
no, I usually try and stay away from those.
Barbiturates?
Nope.
Sedatives?
No.
Cocaine? That blood sugar?
No, not any cocaine in the past 30 days.
Amphetamines?
No, none of those.
Cannabis?
Yeah, I have a few times.
Or how many days in the last 30 days would you say that you've used cannabis?
Maybe 15 out of the 30 days. Really been trying to stop, but it's difficult.
It's all right, that's why you're here.
Absolutely.
All right, what about hallucinogens in the last 30 days?
None of those.
Any inhalants?
Nope.
All right, and have you used more than one, in the last 30 days, how many days have you used more than one substance? Maybe combining cannabis and alcohol at all?
Maybe about 3 times.
All right.
Yeah, I'd say about 3. A little bit of smoky and drinky.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay, and are we gonna agree that cannabis is your major substance problem?
Yeah, I definitely guess could be considered somewhat of a pothead. I have definitely been struggling with the cannabis addiction. I really just love the feeling of the high and the euphoria I get when I just get stoned, man.
And how long was your last period of voluntary abstinence from the major substance?
A few hours.
It's a small step.
Yeah.
All right, and how many months, days, weeks ago did this abstinence end?
Well, kind of like I said, a few hours. I was doing good for a few days, and then today I just couldn't resist. I started feeling uneasy and needed to have a good smoke.
So about a couple hours since this appointment?
Yeah.
many times have you overdosed on drugs? Alcohol or cannabis, or any other, if there's any other in there?
I did get an alcoholic poisoning one time. Probably should have went to the hospital, but I didn't. I just threw up a lot and had a pretty terrible hangover. Probably one of the worst hangovers ever in my life.
Sounds very fulfilling.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it at the time, but thanks be to God, I had some Advil on deck. I was able to ease some of that pain.
And how many times in your life have you been treated for alcohol abuse?
Never.
Drug abuse?
This is the only time.
Alright. How much money would you say you spent during the past 30 days on alcohol?
Oof. Maybe about $20, roughly $20, yeah.
All right, on the flip side of that, how much money would you say you spent during the last 30 days on drugs? Mainly I guess the cannabis.
Maybe $50. Yeah, I mean, I had a guy that would cut me pretty sweet deals, but
Well, sounds like you're coming down.
yeah, my new guy, he is a little bit more expensive, man.
And how many days have you been treated in a outpatient setting for alcohol or drugs in the past 30 days, if at all?
I haven't, actually. People say it's a good resource, but I haven't really thought much about it.
Well, we could hook you up with a group if you want to.
Right on.
All right. And how many days in the past 30 days have you experienced alcohol problems? Any kind of issues involving alcohol?
In the past 30 days, none.
And what about with drugs?
As I said earlier, when I was smoking some weed, when I was trying to be abstinent, I felt a little uneasy. And the next thing I know, I just needed to smoke. So I guess maybe if you withdraw something.
All right. And so on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being no problem at all, and 10 being terrible problem, the worst problem of your life, utter suffering, how troubled have you been, how bothered have you been the past 30 days by these? On a scale of 1 to 10, alcohol problems.
You said 10 being the worst?
Yeah, 10 being like you're in tears and your fingers are falling off.
0.
Right? What about drug problems?
Maybe 6.
So on the other side, how important to you now is the treatment for these, for the alcohol problem?
Not as important. I don't really feel like I'm pretty as hooked on alcohol as I am to weed.
So probably like a 1 or 2, maybe even a 0?
Yeah, maybe, yeah, definitely 1.
Right.
Probably 0, yeah.
All right, 0. And what about for drug problems?
For drug problems, I would say it's maybe like a 6.
All right. All right, and all right, so how many times in your life have you been hospitalized for medical problems? Any kind of problem? Drug or not?
I did have one situation where I had a heartbeat issue, and I thought it was a heart issue, but I found out I was just having a panic attack because I got too high.
All right, so just 1.
Yeah, just 1.
And how long ago was this hospitalization?
Maybe about a year ago.
And do you have any chronic medical problems which continue to interfere with your life?
None right now.
So the gonorrhea is gone?
Yep, it's gone. Thankfully.
Here.
Yeah.
Are you taking any prescribed medication on a regular basis for a physical problem?
No, I do take a little Advil every now and then if I get a headache, but that's prescribed.
Do you receive a pension for physical disability?
No, I don't.
How many days have you experienced medical problems in the past 30 days?
No.
All right, so again, on a scale of 1 to 10, how troubled or bothered have you been by these medical problems in the last 30 days? Oh, never mind, you said no medical problems. So that's in the medical section. Hope you had fun.
I did.
All right, so now for employment. What's the highest education you completed?
Middle school.
All right. Do you have a GED?
No, I don't. I'm still in high school.
Oh, yes. Have you had any educational training or technical training?
No, I haven't.
Okay. And do you have a profession, trade, or skill, maybe for any of the jobs you have?
My only skill is just getting dubs on Fortnite.
Fortnite wins. And do you have a valid driver's license?
I do.
Do you have an automobile available for use?
I share a car with my mom.
And how long was your longest full-time job?
Probably 2 weeks until I got fired. It was at Taco Bell. I think we talked about this in our last session.
Do you remember anything you have to comment on that from last time?
Well, I guess I won't try and roll, my weed with some tortillas.
Yeah. All right. Does someone contribute to your support in any way? It could be financial, food, shelter.
I still live with my mom, so she pretty much is my shelter and food.
And does this support contribute to the majority of your support?
Yeah,
All right.
definitely. Not all.
And how many days were you paid for working in the past 30 days? How long ago were you fired from Taco Bell?
I was fired probably about a few months ago, so.
Okay, so not the past 30 days.
Yeah, no money. No money, no money.
That's the truth. All right. All right, so in the past 30 days, how much money have you received from employment? Just gonna put that on as none.
Yeah.
From unemployment compensation?
Well, none.
Yeah, I suppose, okay, so you're not on welfare, no pensions. Well, from family or friends?
From my mom, she gives me a few bucks if she sees that I'm struggling.
All right. Any illegal income?
I sold a little butter on the side.
All right, and do you know roughly about how much money you got from that?
Oh man, maybe a few hundred.
Okay. And do you have any dependents?
No, I don't. Thank God.
Okay, you said it's been more than a month. All right, the fun part, legal status. Are you on probation or parole?
I'm not. No, I got off last month.
How many times in your life have you been arrested and charged with the following? Shoplifting or vandalism?
I've been arrested but never charged with one of those.
Okay. So one for arrested.
Yeah.
Parole or probation violations?
No, never had one of those.
Drug charges?
I did have Well, a drug charge, yeah. Well, when I was younger, I got caught with some weed, and it's kind of rough.
So just about one time, one charge?
Well, two. Then I had that situation in Padre when I got too drunk and got arrested. Public intoxication.
Any charges or arrests for forgery? Forgery?
No,
For weapons offense?
no,
Burglary, larceny, breaking in and entering?
no, I don't do that.
Robbery? Assault?
No, sir.
Arson?
No,
Rape?
nope,
Homicide, manslaughter?
no,
Prostitution?
no,
Or contempt of court?
none of those. Wait, I'm sorry. Oh, never mind.
It's nothing you said, don't worry. I just didn't know the bathroom is so close to the office. Alright, and how many of these charges, so you said you had two drug charges and one shoplifting vandalism.
Yep.
So how many of those resulted in convictions?
Only one of them.
Okay. Alright, so on another list of charges, how many times in your life have you been charged with the following: disorderly conduct, vagrancy of public intoxication, any more than that one time in South Padre?
Yeah. No, well, actually, I'm sorry, just that one time in South Padre when I got pretty wild and crazy.
Alright, have you ever driven while intoxicated?
Yeah, a few times. I never got caught.
Did she get, so no charges?
No, charges for that.
Any major driving violations? Reckless driving, driving without a license, speeding?
Yeah, I've had a few speeding tickets in my time.
Right. Could you put a number to that, or?
I'd say about 3.
Okay.
3 speeding tickets, yeah.
All right, and how many, you were never incarcerated, correct?
No.
And, all right. How many days in the past 30 days have you engaged in legal activities for profit?
Probably twice, maybe.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so how many days in the past 30 days have you engaged in illegal activities for profit?
Probably a few times in the past few days. Like I said, I did sell bud a few times, so maybe about 3 times.
3 times, okay. All right, so given your charges and your one conviction, how serious do you feel about present legal problems? Your present legal problems are on a scale of 1 to 10.
Maybe a 5. It is a little overbearing sometimes, but I know it's going to be okay.
And how important to you is counseling for these legal problems?
I'd say about a 7.
All right, 7. All right. Well, I will say that you have been successfully screened now.
Sweet.
And we will move on to the next portion, next session.
All right, right on. Good talk.
Yeah.